everyone, and welcome to a new weekly recap on the channel. I will dive in a bit into the title for this video, The Alchemist. But before, as always, I would like to start with recapping on the personal side of my on how I experienced the last week. And yeah, first of all, I want to start that I really didn't feel like recording this video, but just I wanted to get it in. It's currently Monday, the 28th of October. Yesterday I had an event which I will get into in a bit as well, which is why I didn't record it yesterday. So then, of course, to keep in the consistency, I recorded today. With that being said, let's dive into the last week on the personal side. There has been a lot of things, or at least like I have been busy with personal stuff more than business stuff, or more than I'm busy with personal stuff, like on average on a weekly basis, and that's basically because of a lack on the business side, where I kind of got demotivated because I didn't get like the breakthrough I was mentioning in the last week, and we lost some momentum there. And yeah, I let that happen, and I learned my lesson from it for sure. But therefore, I yeah just didn't know what to do really on the business side, which is why I thought like, okay, what am I going to do now? And I kind of got distracted. Well, it has been some time since I got distracted. And it wasn't even that I got distracted because of I don't know how to describe it honestly. It was just that because of a lack on the person on the business side again, I didn't know what to do. I had just free time and then I started doing other things. And because of that my dopamine levels like massively increased and I didn't feel like working that much anymore, which I usually basically always do. So I had great memories, but now again, like I know what I want, and uh, let's focus mainly on the business side as well in the upcoming week. I think these things are part of the process, which we'll dive into in a bit as well, and this happened definitely for a reason. Um, but it's time um, to move on again. Yeah, to dive into it concretely, like Friday at the barbecue, and then yeah, had some drinks there, party with a friend of mine, and then Saturday I took it easy. Yesterday we went to like a big event as well, the Jungle Fight Night event, an MMA event, where we went like yeah, it was like pretty late as well, and all the things correlated to it. It led like to kind of quite some distractions, and I feel that's again like what I needed, and that's also where I want to make the bridge to the title of this video, The Alchemist, since I've been reading the book now for three times already, and I started to read it again over the last week for the fourth time, I think. And yeah, always I really like the story in the book, and for me, the main lesson from the book is that if you discover your personal legend, like your goal in life, your purpose, and you give everything you want towards it, which is also my lesson of the week, by the way, which I will do straight away right now as well, and you devote everything you have towards that goal, you will get the things you need to reach that goal. So I think the higher spirit, God, I don't know how you want to call it, will help you and provide you with the things you need to achieve that goal. And that won't always be the things you'd like, but those are the things you need in the long run. And that's for me like the main lesson of the book. There are multiple like wise lessons in there, but that is for me the main lesson. And that's also yeah, I really recommend all of you to read that book. And that's also what aligned with my situation where yeah, I felt that this was needed again, and everything that's going on will in the end help me to get to become the person I want to become, to become the best person, which I'm looking to become. So yeah, I would highly recommend to read that book. Then on the business side of the last week, of course, like I mentioned in last week's weekly recap, that I was about to break through, and it didn't come so far. Um, yeah, again, like I think this was a bit of a test, a bit of a setback, but we really got to move on from here. And I also have planned out how we are going to do so. Yeah, basically, we needed like access to partner up with another company, but it seems like I just won't be able to do so, and then I move on. I have to move on from another point, from another perspective, and that's also what I realized. So that's what we're going to put into practice. So either way, we can move also on with all the other aspects of the business, and I also can say that, yeah, I will go back to the Netherlands in the first week of December, even though I first thought that I would be going back like only with Christmas, so the end of December. But we are going to make the move to a fulfillment center. It's not like confirmed yet, but we already have a place in mind which we want to move towards, to a fulfillment center with an office in the Netherlands. A really big move, which if you look back into the videos which I recording like 3 4 months ago, I also already mentioned this move, and we are a bit ahead of schedule, based on the time frame I had in mind back then. But I really would love to make that move on the 1st of December, so that's why. That's also what I want to mention here, because I think, yeah, it will be a pretty big move, and right now we are making the stepping stones for that move, but it only will be made on the 1st of December, hopefully. The lesson I already tapped into, again, like just read the book, and I hope it resonates with you. And besides that, I will just, for the upcoming week, we'll lock in again and mainly focus on, yeah, on the partnership, or at least like the alternative for it, so we can basically move on from there. I can't wait to do so, so we can reach the goals which I've set for this year. Again, like also please see the last video in which I tapped into chunking down bigger goals. With that being said, I would love to wrap out this weekly recap, and then I will see you again next week. Ciao, ciao.